before we moved in, the entire house was had a completely fresh coat of paint, with very little, if any, blemishes. And so, take a look at the baseboards. This is all splatter due to concrete or mastic removal, which is sort of expected, but the stain along all of these baseboards is not. And we're going to go all over the house and look at it. Okay, take a look at all the splatter baseboards again, but even worse, all the windows. There's stain everywhere. And thus far, I've heard no intention of him attempting to or saying that he would remove it. And this is all fresh paint, completely clean. Back here, if you want to get this baseboard.
I'm recording.
Okay, these are previously white baseboards. Never did he ask me whether or not I wanted to keep or remove the baseboards. He just did his work and caused the damage, and has not approached me about cleaning them or replacing them at all. Stain, are you recording? Stain up to shoulder height on the walls.
Show you the bathroom stuff to video.
Now I am concerned that.
I'm assuming these are yours.
Yeah, that's poop stain on them last night. Oh, my dad's videoing. This is the daughter's, by the way. Trash this house.
They put stain in the toilet.
Stain in the toilet, yes. Brand new before this started.
Everyone's gonna get something. That's a lot of stain.
We just got it.
There you go. Just had a little.
Oh. Are we doing sound or no sound?
We are doing sound, but that's okay.
Okay. So yesterday when that.
Recording?
Yes.
Okay, there are many spots all over the house, such as here, and here, that he said were filled in incomplete, but they're actually divots. So we had to walk around and point them out so he'd actually fill them in. But he called the job complete when in reality there were many divots throughout the house, just like this. And the estimate and at least the explanation of the product says that the entire floor would be smooth when it was complete, and it's not. Again, this wall was freshly painted, and I'm assuming all these scuffs, well, I don't know exactly if it's from his machine, but I think it's more likely from him moving the appliances and not taking care of the appliances as he's moving them around. All these cabinets are brand new. They were scratch free, everything looked perfect, and now there are gouges out of the cabinets here. Same, this is going to show up poorly, but there's a big scuff on the stainless steel refrigerator. It was brand new. In fact, you can probably see it up here. This whole thing is scuffed right here. Man, this is all brand new. It's all, Jesus. This is an example of kind of one of the imperfections in the floor that he said he would fill in, and it would be completely smooth. And this epoxy now, or whatever material it is easily coming up with my finger.
Do you want to comment?
Yeah, the estimate and the description of services said that the floor should be kind of a mirror-like finish, and it's clearly, from this perspective, a matte-like finish. There's very little sheen to it at all. Why don't you? Okay, this area was this is all brand new windows, and I actually kind of watched them do some of the staining in the other parts of the house, and they had already splattered all the walls, so I was very concerned. And I asked them to attempt to block this area from splatter, and they made, I think, a little effort with a piece of cardboard, but certainly did not do good enough because they got stain everywhere, and it's now all stained.
Mm-hmm.
Some more examples of areas that we had to coerce him to fill in. There were divots out of the concrete, and he was just going to leave it. But after much urging, he filled them in. Still not.
Go ahead.
All right, this particular area at one point was a different type of flooring material. He said he could remove the flooring material and then fill it in with self-leveling concrete. So that's what this new material is. When he did it, however, I don't know if you can catch this on video, but he did not draw a straight line from the edge of that wall, to this wall over here, and so it kind of bends. And then the other thing is, and this may just be due to the area, but it's kind of hard to pick this up, but it appears that it's higher over there and then comes to the middle here. And while that may all be level, cosmetically, it is a very strange treatment. So, he was going to leave that as is, and said that this was, sufficient.